Hi traders, so let's talk about something today. What's happened in my memory or my mindset when I open the trading view and when I just look in the charts, because I have eidetic memory. What is basically I see the patterns, what is behind of action. So, and I want to show you today, like when I just open the charts, what is like popping up in my mindset, and this information can be very useful to understanding more in a little bit deeper level of thinking. So let's start here in the case, and then we're going all the way down because those are my last trades, and let's go all the way down to that today trade, what was happening here. So first thing what we see already, we're breaking the like when I go even more back, like when I already see market is going up, we have breaking structure, we have pullback, we have breaking structure, and now this was the pullback movement. So the first thing, how you even, let's go back even here then. So the first thing, how you can measure like how deep this pullback gonna be, and the answer is when you're looking this low here and you're going all the way down to this low. Let's look at the rejection pattern first. So let's put the rejection here. This is our rejection. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna measure that box. So we're gonna go bottom to the top, and now you're gonna go all the way back here. You're gonna put this in here, and this is gonna be your bottom, and now you're basically gonna zoom in and you're gonna look something very interesting. The first thing what I see, we have those lows. So we have breaking structure here, breaking structure, retest. But right now will be much more interesting zone. What is gonna be this top of the wick and this bottom of this one, or even we can take those two bottoms here. So I'm gonna be interesting in that zone. So now we can say when this is happening here, when the pullback is, when this move is happening, now we can say like when the price is back here, we're gonna look some sells or opportunities or sells or what is happening here. So now we know that zone here, and this is, we start looking some sells here. When the market is wanna go buys, we have to violate those principles here and breaking upsides. So in that case, let's zoom in when the price is inside that zone now. And what my memory is doing first, rejection high, absolutely first. The second thing what I'm gonna do is my level holder, what is holding all this price action up here. I don't need anything right now here, unless I gonna need my take profits. Okay, take profit gonna be here. I'm gonna make this right now. So my level of holder gonna be here, and now I'm gonna go back up here, and I'm looking what was the last healthy movement upsides. So I can identify this box here. I'm gonna take this bottom of the body all the way up here. So I know this was the last healthy movement upsides, and I wanna see how this movement get broken or breaking, let's say that. So now when we look the left, when this price action is going down, you see this candlestick here. This is very impulse candlestick without bottom wick. And if I'm gonna drag right now this one here, so I see it's close under that zone with huge nice impulse movements. So this is very first thing what I'm realizing. And so basically if you say you want to trade that thing, so this is gonna be your entry, and I'm gonna show you something super crazy if you are a deep thinker and you can actually manage some crazy things. Pardon, I'm drinking tea here. So in that case right now your take profit will be here, but let's make a case, because I'm showing right now a crazy opportunity what is actually possible to do when you are deep thinker and you literally see a little bit more than necessary, let's say that. So the first thing, now this movement was happening, and now the first thing what I see was this breaking structure through here. So now I know we break the structure, so we make the bottom. Now price is going back again to making a lower high. So how to measure that zone again to where is price is going? So we have already this breaking structure here, so now we know, and then we have this rejection zone. So what you're gonna do is exactly the same thing. You're gonna take this bottom here. You're gonna take this bottom here and this bottom here. So when I'm gonna just take this one here, and now I'm gonna measure this one here to the bottom and bring this back all the way to the rejection high. So start with the rejection high, and now what is very interesting point here. So for me will be this one to this one here. So this will be for me very interesting points, this body. And now if you're gonna bring this one here, look at this entry here. So this will be our next trade. Stop loss here. So now I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold those trades because I'm gonna show you very crazy potential. So, and now the next thing what's gonna happen, market is going back and we break the lows again, and we start holding something in here. So I'm gonna box this thing in. You see this one, and now we're gonna make this box here, and now we're gonna measure the same box. First thing first, we have to put the rejection high. So if you're going back, where's the rejection high? The rejection high is here. So this is the rejection high, what is very important. But I'm going back all those things a little bit later. I have to make whole pattern with the last breakouts. So now you're gonna measure the absolutely the same movements, and you're gonna go back in this place. So exactly here. Now you look the what zone you are interested in, that basic in that area, and looks like this is gonna be the zone. Actually, let's do this one, to be honest, then it's proper one. So now you're gonna do this one. Now you know where this pullback is gonna reverse. This is gonna be your entry point. Stop loss about here. And now the next thing, rejection highs, this one here. And now you see how market is changing the behavior pattern. So now we have this pattern here, and we all know what is the principle of that pattern. Like if you're gonna bring this one here, you see the principle. We're breaking this M pattern, breaking structure, breaking the lows, retests, and going back. And like you see here, retest was exactly in perfect place where this one. And if you're gonna try this one here, you see exactly where was this nice retest, and this gonna be your, you know, your good entry. I'm drinking tea. So, and now I'm gonna change everything. So let's say this is gonna be your pace. Like this is what's happening in my mind when I'm just looking something and I see basic everything what you see. But if I'm gonna zoom in now, when I'm gonna be super focused, what I'm actually seeing is, so the first thing what I'm actually seeing is this bearish trend line here. Like you see how market is going higher, retest, kind of like breaking, going back up, impulse movement, rejection high, and now we break the trend line, bearish trend line, retested, and going retest again. And now this was the last push to go above the bearish trend line, and then we break it and retest that trend line. So if you are already super focused, like this can be already your first entry. This can be already your first entry. What is very interesting. So, and second thing what I see is the squeezing pattern here. The price is squeezing all together and then pushing higher. So, and then I go, and now next thing is I'm seeing right now this bearish pattern here. Bearish pattern what is actually try to break above it but fail because we have this because market is trending downsides. We're gonna respect those overall big principles, and now market is going down. So what was happening here is the same thing. I see the same squeezing pattern here. What was the fake out? You know, price is squeezing together and then just going the opposite side. In here, price was going above, like upside, and now price is breaking downside. And right now, basically, let's say all your trades will be, let's say all your take profits will be here. And now I'm gonna show you something super crazy. If you master the patience and you already see the bigger picture, how you actually can turn around a little bit more, you know. And now we're gonna bring our Fibonacci principles. So we're gonna use Fibonacci here to the bottom of top here, bottom of here, and you see exactly how the price was rejecting the 618. So now we know the Fibonacci principles are in the game. So what is the full extension of Fibonacci? Down here, and now you can hold all your take profits to down here because we know the Fibonacci is in the game. And this is how you can master something what is just incredible. And if you look at the risk reward ratios, 17.9, 15.66, 11.46 and 7.71, with just all one movement and full of principles. Like the market was showing to us every single time we going downside. All the bullish patterns was disrespect, and every single bearish pattern was respected, and market just making lows. Pardon. So let's go downside, and now we see market is going more down, and let's zoom in this place. So what my memory is doing right now, straight away I'm gonna box this one in. So I'm gonna box this one in, and the first thing what I'm gonna looking for is rejection highs. So we have this rejection high here, and we have this rejection lows here. So, and what you're gonna see straight away, because we have already bearish structure what is downsides, so most likely this gonna be continued downsides. So when we wanna go higher, what we have to do, we have to break higher, retest it, and going higher. But in that case right now it didn't happen, and And okay, one sec. So now you see how this body glows when I'm gonna make the line here. Like I see like how this body, the candlestick body, glows above the rejection zone and above all the zone. So this right now violates all the rules of that pattern what was holding together. And now you see next candlestick is retesting the zone and the rejection lows, and just continue going downsides. So another good confirmation to sell here again. And your take profit will be that case you go back here and you look in the last structure what is breaking above. So you see this structure down, so this will be one very good place to have a very good take profit. So when this was your entry in the retest, this was your entry, stop loss above last week high, and your take profit was down here. Like this is the trade when you're mastering the patient. You like you just wait basically when everything plays out. You know, when you have your own way how you see trading, you have to wait when everything plays out, like the behavior and everything. Like you see many of confirmation, like let's say you didn't get that trade, but this trade was full of purpose, you know, and if you didn't get that trade, like this was another opportunity and another opportunity. Like I'm just showing you what is, you know, possible. I was taking only the last one. Oh no, two last ones, sorry. I was taking two last ones. I didn't take those ones because I was just patient enough and waiting much more. But I was showing you what is possible to do actually. And I was taking down here with the Fibonacci principles. So this was another good opportunity. This one, actually this one is super good, and I was trading, I was selling here. I was selling those ones all the way down here, and I'm gonna show you now. So first thing, rejection high, and now we know we have this bottom and this one here. So same thing we're gonna use all the time, same thing, because we have to know, because when the price action is going now down here, we already see we create the level of holder, and the level of holder is those wicks here. We start holding, still holding, retest and perfect retest. So that's mean we create the level of hold here, and now we know price is gonna make the pullback because we are still in the Perry structure. So again, this one here, back to the here, and now I will be interested in I will be interested in that zone, to that zone here. So in that point right now, so in that point you can already measure that zone here, and now you know when the price is back in that zone. You just be patient, or yeah, for me I will be patient and waiting when price is back in that zone. Oh, and I know I'm gonna start looking some sells here when the patterns and everything plays out, and I'm gonna show you now. So the first thing, I'm gonna put this rejection high. Oh, I'm gonna put this rejection high here. So again, what my mind sees first thing is absolutely this one here. I can tell you right now, this looks like the bearish trend line, but it's not actually. This is actually bearish pattern, exactly the same pattern again. what we see before, what we see before here, the same pattern. The structure of the pattern is same, and now we're gonna do the exactly same what we did before. We're gonna look the movement what this was making the full extension. So this was the full extension movement, and now we're looking the candlestick what's gonna violate that. So exactly what was up here before, now we see how this candlestick close above rejection zone and above all this one. So when I'm gonna make the line, so I'm gonna see perfectly it's gonna close under that. So exactly when we go back here up, what I was showing here, remember when you say this last extension zone, and now this candlestick was closing under that. So it is exactly the same principle what was happening here. This is the what my brain is looking first. So we have this one here. So now we know price violate that, and now retest the trend line upside and retest the rejection zone. And other thing what we can see is when the price was testing the rejection zone above it, so this was the full extension of that movement, then we have breaking structure. So when we box that movement in, so this is just a structure. So what is the principle of the structure is we're gonna break the box, retest it, and going downside, continue the movement. And this what was happening. And at the same time we actually retest the rejection zone, and at the same time we retest the bearish pattern on other sides. So here to take the trade we have actually 3 confirmation. So the price is going lower, so breaking the rejection, breaking the bearish pattern, and breaking the structure, structural leg. So let's put the level of holder, next thing, level of holder here, this week to this week, and that's the level of the holder. And the same thing happening here, we break the level of holder and retest level of holder. So, and now let's take the bearish trend line. So the bearish trend line is actually here. You look when the price was breaking that thing, trend line, so the price was pulling back all the way to trend line to respect that, but now we disrespect that, retest the trend line, break the structure, retest the trend line, and retest the level of the holder, and breaking downside all the way back to this level of the holder what we create down here. So this was the trade what I was trading. Like I didn't take trades already like this retest or this retest. So my trade was here. Stop loss was above all this wick area, and this was my take profit. So like you see, if you're patient enough, if you can master your patience, the risk reward ratio is there. And let's talk about, so now let's talk about today trades, what was happening here. So I'm gonna delete right now everything, and I'm gonna show you same thing, our rejections and rejection lows. So the price is between here. So now the big thing is I already know the market is bearish and we're making the lower low, lower highs. So now when it was the morning, we see the price was pulling back all the way to the Friday rejection highs, and we get the huge rejection. So the rejection was so strong, we break all the way down and we break under the rejection lows, and I was doing the same thing. So this was the rejection lows, and this was the full length of this one. So I'm gonna box this one in. So at the bottom of that, the bottom of that and the bottom of that. So I'm gonna do exactly the same thing going here. Now this is our rejection high. I'm gonna put this one here. when I'm gonna put this one here. So only place where I'm interesting right now is this top here to the basically this one. This is what I'm interesting, and today trade what it was. After when we close under here, the retest of the zone, I was going in, stop loss was above the box, and my take profit was, if I'm gonna go back here, so I'm gonna take this structure, the last breakout. So like we see, when we break the rejection highs here, when we break those rejection highs, upside we have retest, and now we close. We actually, like if you look in the top of this one, we actually see the white body was closing above it, and then we have retestment downsides. So this was my take profit here. I was taking I was taking the body, I think, not the wick. Yeah, body, yep. This was my take profit, and this was my take profit down here. And why I'm taking this zone here, because we have to understand those are our lows here, and if you're going back, so what is, you know, if you're looking those lows here, so what is the last structure here above it? What was the last breaking structure above it? And if you're gonna go here and zoom in, this was our last break. Like if you look in this one, so above this rejection highs was the last break above. We break this one, now we retest, and now we break the retest above it, and then we have retest. So this was, and then it was all the move. So this was the last of level of the holder, and that's why this was up my take profit. It was super good trade today, to be honest. I think I didn't even see red, you know, when you're going inside stop loss. When I opened the position, my position was already profit. So, and this is how my brain is working when I just look in this chart, clean chart. And those are the principle of eidetic memory, and I think this can help you a lot, because you know those zones are very, very valid zones. And if you see the big picture, you already know what is start happening in the next time. Because let's say we was trading this, and I already see when the price is going up, and now we're breaking the lows, retest and breaking the lows. So we're not gonna break this structure here. So the next thing is we're gonna retest and breaking the lows again. So that's the principle of the structure. Like, and I already see it. Like, I see super clear everything what is moving here. And I think, yeah, that's end of today's video. I'm gonna see every single one tomorrow video, and I think have a good Monday. End of the Monday, and take care of. Thank you. I'm gonna see you every single one tomorrow. Ciao.